Welcome to Budgeting for Ashe, where today we will be stuffing the second paycheck for August, and we will be working with 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650, 70, 90, 710, 30, 50, 70, 90, 810, 30, 50, 70, 90, 910, 30, 50, 70, 80, 90, 1000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 11, 25. I did get an old $100 bill. I saw them counting a different teller's bank to like close because I basically just made it at closing, and I saw the old 100. I think I also saw a star note. I feel like they put like the special bills together at the end, and I was like, oh, sorry to bother, but I saw that there was an old 100. They're like, it's not even that old. I was like, I want it. I want it. So yeah, this is my first older bill, honestly. All right, so we're gonna start with unstuffing my cash wallet. Eating out has nothing left. Gas has the $5 bill. Grocery has $5, $6, $7, $8, $9. So let's bring that to 14. And then miscellaneous has $3, bringing our total to 17. I'm gonna put this money to the side. So now I'm going to stuff. So eating out is getting $40. Gas is getting $5. Groceries is getting $125. And then of course I'm not gonna put that 100 there because I wanna be able to save that one for as long as possible while still using it within my envelopes. So 125. And miscellaneous is getting 30. And that is all we have. We'll have to ignore the ash for miscellaneous, for the cash wallet. Oh my gosh, I'm like really ashy. Okay, I'm gonna go to my short-term sinking funds. So for Buffer, it's gonna get the additional $17. I will say Buffer has been helpful in like me being able to like make change. That's how it has ended up with like the $20 bills. So Buffer now has 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $59. Car is getting $50. So that brings car to 50, 100, 120, 40, 150. I still haven't been able to get my car even diagnosed yet, but hopefully next time you won't be hearing about it. Chadwick is getting his $30. The only thing I spent for Chadwick over the last 2 weeks was litter, and it was on sale at H-E-B, so I was able, I actually got 2, but for sure he will need food because he probably has like a day worth of food left. So he has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. Clothes is getting $10, bringing it to $30. Coltrane is getting 30 as well. I got him some more dog food this week because the last time I got it, I didn't get him that much. So Coltrane now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, $54. Decor is getting $5. which will bring it to $10. Gifts is getting $5, which will bring it to $15. I did use out of gifts these last 2 weeks, but nothing major. Hobbies is also getting $5. The reason why it's getting $5 is because I haven't been using it and I wanted to like put more money in car. So it now has $25. Lux is getting $50, and I will say all of this is probably gonna be empty next time. So this brings it to 50, 150, 170, 190, and 200. I have my appointment later today for my retie. Self-care is getting $5, which brings it to 25. And then travel is also getting $5, which brings my travel folder to $10. So that is my short-term binder and my long-term savings funds. Only 3 envelopes are getting stuffed. So, holiday is getting 25. So that brings holiday to 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. Whip It is getting $50, which brings it to 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115. And then my emergency fund is getting $400. I did just mark out the rest of them. That's actually why I have the green marks on me ahead of time. But it's getting $400. So that brings emergency fund to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 890, 950, 970, 990, 1,000. I am dog sitting and he just decided to scratch like crazy when I was counting that, so I'm going to count it again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 900, 950, 970, 990, and 1,000. So this is complete. This challenge is complete, and I'm not going to stuff this anymore because as I said in my last video, my 100 envelope challenge, the purpose of that is to get my baby emergency fund, which for me would be $4,750. So I have 1,000, so that means only $3,750 is going to be coming from this. Actually, a little bit less if I don't have to spend all of my current emergency fund on my car. So there's no need for me to keep on stuffing this because I'm going to be using my energy to stuff the 100 envelope challenge. And then I did come across a $1 star note, so I'll just put that in this envelope here. If I don't scrunch it while trying to get it in an envelope. Okay, so this is done. So the only thing we have left now is the 100 envelope challenge. So today we'll be stuffing numbers 21 through 30. So I'm just gonna mark them really quick, and then off camera I will fill them in better. All right, so 21. Getting $25. Well, 21 through 29 will get $25. So one thing I've been thinking about recently, like outside of like having these car issues, is like seeing like what's happening in Gary, Indiana right now, right? So I don't know if I've ever said, but I live in San Antonio, Texas. So, you know, in 2020, we had some people call it Snowmageddon, some people call it the Abbott outage. So basically, folks lost power because our power grid ran out. So currently, Gary, Indiana is experiencing something very similar. Their power grid has been out for 7 days. And I've seen videos of people just being like, yeah, I didn't know how many days it was. I didn't want to have to spend money on a hotel. I didn't have money for a hotel. People are literally like looting one another. So maybe it's not called, it's just theft, I guess. Stealing from one another because they're literally trying to survive, right? So they like Texas, are on their own power grid, and it seems like they're prioritizing certain neighborhoods over other neighborhoods, and that's just the way I want to say it. And so then there's one video I saw where a guy was just like, okay, we finally decided to get a hotel room, and then the hotel's power went out after 7 days. He decided, okay, I'm gonna just get a hotel room. But the moral of the story is, like, you never know when an emergency is going to come, right? So usually when we think of emergency fund, we think of like loss of a job, having to get a new car, things of that nature. But sometimes it's also some things that are, I mean, like losing a job can definitely be outside of your control, but something like, you know, like a natural disaster causing a power outage, right? Like that's a big emergency that people might not necessarily think about. I was watching a video recently, a stuffing video, and somebody was like, I don't know the difference between savings and emergency. To me, that's an emergency, but that's also a reason to have like a savings fund as well. To me, like our sinking funds are our savings, right? Like we eventually put it in the savings account to use when we need, right? Like to me, savings is just like saving for a particular thing, which is emergency is just like being prepared for the worst to happen. So I'm definitely like thinking about people in Gary, Indiana, not only about like what it means to be like financially ready for something like that, but also just like how traumatizing the ordeal is for people. I will say I am very lucky. When Snowmageddon happened here in Texas, I did not lose power because I lived downtown and was like near, basically like if you're near hospitals, right? Like they purposefully make sure that those places don't lose power because they are like emergency services. So luckily I did not experience what a lot of people experience, right? And some people even lost their lives over that. I think where I live now, it's possible that I might, if something were to happen, I might not lose power, but also I have like gas appliances or gas. So I was like, worst case scenario, like it's possible that I could still be able to get some things shaking without a generator. But yeah, I mean, that's also the Gary, Indiana like incident has made me really think about prioritizing my protection envelope in my long term, which is around like getting a PUM. So I'm just gonna do a quick flip through of where we are with the 100 envelope challenge, which is 1 through 30 stuffed. All right, so that is the end of my stuffing for today. I hope that you put a comment down below. Like I say, comment below if there's ever been any natural disaster that you had to experience, and if not, then I guess you won't comment that. What is something that everybody can comment? Comment something unexpected that you had to use your emergency fund for, that wasn't like a job loss. So I will say I am trying to get a video out more than just once every 2 weeks. So I'm going to start doing savings challenges as well. So next week you should be getting another video, so that it's not just 2 videos. And then also comment down below if you have a cash stuffing channel. Like if you condense your binders like every month or every quarter. Right now, like I really think I like the idea of doing it every month, but because I'm just starting, I don't know if it makes sense for me to wait until the end of the quarter, which would be the end of September. So just let me know kind of like what you did when you first begin. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.